Here we are, again, one of my favourite parts of 2023, Schoolhouse Bridge. Welcome to the last 6 months of being British. You wouldn't believe it, but I've just been filming on the Canal, and no rain in sight, sun, bit of wind, and I've come here to film for this part of canal here. So I thought to myself this morning, I stayed in a hotel overnight, I'll drive up, do that end first, and then come back down here and do this. No rain forecast all week, no rain forecast yesterday, paid for a hotel, came up, no rain forecast this morning, no rain forecast later this morning, and then driving down suddenly starts raining, check the forecast, oh it's rain. And I'm not going to get a drone up, obviously it's raining, but here's some footage that I took earlier in the year. This was open this year. It's all done by volunteers, now taking boats up here. This is the Monty Canal, and this is where it currently ends. Now there is a huge section in water down at Welshpool and around there, and there's a section kind of in water a bit further down here which I've covered it before, Canal. That's that I was planning to film all the way down to there today, but I'm going to save that for another day now. So here we are in the sections they've been doing. You can see they've been doing the wall all along here. It's a dry stone wall through here, and they've been doing some testing. Now I didn't think they filled this section, so I'm not too sure if this is just from all the rain we've been having, or if this is genuinely being tested. I wouldn't say it's being tested because the wall's not finished, so I think this is kind of an accident. But it's a good sign because it shows the canal's holding water. So you may remember one of my early videos, I was invited down by the Canal Trust to film a bridge going in. That bridge was Schoolhouse Bridge. Now work is still ongoing there, but it's pretty much there now. So there are large sections in water further on down, and the Welsh side have funding in place to basically clear that to the Welsh border, Llanymynech. Sorry, this is going to be another episode of how Steve pronounces Welsh words badly. And I'm very sorry about that. And yeah, so the Schoolhouse Bridge is the last remaining obstacle in the way of getting the canal through to the Welsh sections. So it's quite a major undertaking, and quite an important undertaking to get that in. It was £1 million bridge, and they built it very different to how you normally build a bridge. It was done by Beaver Bridges, and they lowered sections in because they couldn't get a full-size bridge down the tracks around here. So with Schoolhouse Bridge sort of complete, they can start working on getting this channel all the way through, which, you know, you can see here it's profiled through. They've been testing sections. I think this section was tested. It's not got water in it now, so there may be leaks somewhere, I'm not sure. But once they've done that, they can get through. The bridges are still there to the border, so it's just a case of digging out and getting things ready. I think all the land's sort of agreed and in place. So we've got the same thing here, as I keep saying on canals, so we've got slope banks. So I expect this is more for nature than mooring here. There's probably mooring sections throughout here. You've got the wharf just up there, of course, where they probably want you to moor. So what you've got here is a bund, and it's basically a clay wall. And that wall goes across the canal and it holds the water back. So you can see they've got tarping on that side and stuff as well to try and help things brick down, to try and hold the weight of the water, and then hold that down so it waterproofs it even more. And then you can fill that section and test it for leaks. And then you can keep doing that, put loads in, and you can test each section one at a time. It's good to see this here as well. So you can see here, this is hedge laying. I've done videos on this as well. So what you do is you cut a section of the tree out at an angle, and you break the branch and you lay it down so it's going up all the time, and that will continue to grow. Shoots will come out of there and grow up, and shoots will come out of there and grow up. It has to be going up all the time so the sap can drain up the tree. If you do it the other way, it kind of floods the tree and kills the branch off. They've also got whips planted in here to thicken this hedgerow. This is management of the hedges, and it will give you a nice thick hedge. So don't worry about all this cutting here. This is producing a far more sustainable hedge, thicker, better for the animals, better for the environment, and produces a perfect barrier from the canal to the countryside. Obviously some of these trees are going to have to go, but you'll see planting all along here, which is replacing the ones that are lost. Most of these are fast growing trees anyway, they don't take many years to get to this point at all. This towpath will have to be cleared. I expect that side over there will be largely left as it is. As you can tell by the squelchiness, this bit of towpath hasn't been done. They've done a really good job sort of further back and reinstating the towpaths. I assume this will be done as well. It's one of the many projects the volunteers of the Canal Trust have to do. I can see the bridge now. It looks really good, really good. So Brooke faced it now. But let's get across there and see what we can see. And there she is. Still obviously work going on. You can see the Beaver Bridges dumper truck on top, as well as a digger. So they were doing the road surface last thing I knew. The red brick sides are done. So it was a concrete structure and had little ledges on for the bridge to be built. So from sort of far away, it looks like a more traditional bridge. Underneath you can still see the concrete, but it's a nice way to build a bridge, having a brick face rather than it being sort of completely concrete, just like a flatbed, which looks awful. So the roadway is kind of raised slowly rather than being a more traditional humpback, which the original bridge would have been. The reason for that is you don't really build them anymore, humpback bridges, but there's farm traffic that uses this and lorries and stuff, so it has to be done that way. It's quite an embankment they've had to sort of go up to do that. You can see like the, is it core it's called? Matting inside of those sort of gabions that they built on the sides there. Just there to hold it all in place. It can't be far off being ready for traffic. Look, tarmac's down. I've got to do the edgings and stuff for the road. Probably sort that out there so it's more of a smooth transition. And then this old temporary road can go. It's great to see. I was very lucky to be invited down here by the Trust to film this, and it's really, really good to see it sort of come along as far as it has now. I don't think it's going to be too many years before there's boats coming under here. You've got the old canal down here. Like I said, all the other bridges are existing further down. This has actually been cleared a little, I believe. I can't remember this being that open when I was down here last time. The lorries were parked right here, and they were lifting across with the crane sort of over to there. Oh, brilliant. I'm really itching to get down there. Look at it. I was really hoping to film here today, as I said. It's not got much to do. Some trees to clear, dig the bed out, maybe some leaks and stuff to sort, but it's going really well. There's several groups on this. Restore the Monty Canal and the Shropshire Union Canal are all involved. It's a fantastic project, and it won't be long till boats are going down into Wales. Have a great day.